here on We Connect, we continue our discussion with Padma Shri Dr. Vijayanthi BALI. Mrs. BALI, you took a foray into politics along the way. I had the privilege of interviewing you on 2 occasions when you won a seat in the Lok Sabha. Did you enjoy being a politician?
Well, it just happened, you know, when Rajiv ji came to Chennai and at the Raj Bhavan, when we all were there to meet him. So he just called me aside and asked me, would you like to contest? Oh my God, I didn't know what to say.
Had a heart attack, is it?
I just blabbered, you know. I said, Rajiv ji, whatever you say. And that was it. So he went, and then everybody came. My husband was on the other side, and he came and said, what did he say? What was whispering? What was Rajiv whispering? Sweet, nothing's into your ear and all that, you know. Anyway, so I told my husband. He said, what did you say? I said, well, I don't know. I didn't know what to say. I said, whatever you say. Yeah. Oh my God. He said, you should have said yes. You should have said yes. Why didn't you say yes? How could I say yes? I don't know ABC of politics. Of course, my family, everybody has been Congress people and things like that, but that didn't mean, it's one way you can serve people. I said, I'm serving people, why not? What is my art for? Am I not serving through my art? He says, no, that is a different kind of service, you know, that's one to eye, you get contact with people, they all know you, you can do so much. And for the party, you can do this, you can do that. He was all, you know, my God, he was really flying.
I know.
More than I could get. I said, my God, I didn't know he was that interested in getting me into politics. And that's how I said yes, and we had a lot of arguments. But then I felt he was quite right, and I felt that I could serve the party and do whatever I could, you know, I mean, to the best of my ability.
Right. You obviously brought a kind of star quality in a time when we didn't have your kind of quality in politics. Star quality is what I'm talking about. Dr. BALI was your inspiration, surely. I remember coming to this very home and interviewing you in his presence. Would you say that he was the impetus for you?
Absolutely. He was my backbone. He was doing all the administrative work, and he helped me in each and every way, you know, to sort of that I should, you know, become a successful member of parliament. I should get into parliament, and you know, I should win the yeah, and the South Madras was a very big, largest constituency,
a very important one as well in our city.
Yeah. So I worked hard, and people knew me, and they knew that I was a person of sincerity, and my credibility was known to everybody. And they had a lot of respect for me, and then I was very plain, very clean with them, in the sense that I didn't try to, you know, speak more than what was needed to speak, or more made any promises, you know, that sort of a thing, you know, never happened. I was very simple, and I told them straightforward that I'm new to this and I don't know anything about it, but if you vote for me, I will try and do the best I can. I can raise your issues in parliament, I can speak for you, I can do whatever you need, you know, your requirements, whatever is possibly, I mean, that is possible by me. I will definitely work for you, and the people trusted me, they believed me.
Obviously, you came across as being an honest person, and this was not lost on the voters of South Chennai. Did you kind of plan this with Dr. BALI to approach your campaign in this fashion?
Yeah, the whole thing was sort of, I mean, it was very difficult, but at the same time, there was nothing to sort of perform or put up an act or something, you know, I was just myself. As people knew me, as people had seen me, and that is why they gave everything to me on a platter.
Right. You then were also nominated to the Rajya Sabha, which is the upper house in our country. So it's not that politics was put in the background really, because you continued your political work.
Yeah, I do, and of course I was nominated to the Rajya Sabha after my 2 terms in the Lok Sabha. But people, I don't know, they don't talk of Lok Sabha as much as they talk about the Rajya Sabha, because it's a higher, you know.
Yes, yes.
I've gone to a little
and you're
higher.
Nominated there, yes, right, okay.
And makes you feel like absolutely an elder, you know.
A very glamorous, a very glamorous looking one at that. Would you go to politics again, Mrs. BALI, at any time? Would you consider politics again?
Oh, why not? If I'm asked to, I would be very willing to serve my party. and to serve my leader, Miss
Right.
Madam Gandhi.
You were also quite a good golfer at a 15 handicap.
My God, Jenny, you're talking about my golf. What shall I say? I feel so sad when when I'm asked about golf, because it's nearly, I think, 6-7 years since I really swung a club.
Why don't you make the time for that? You were a good
I'm
golfer.
really missing golf because I really love that game, and my husband put me on to golf, and I used to think it was very funny, with the long, stick and the small tiny ball. What is there? I just tried to, hit the ball. Oh my God, I hit anything but the ball, and I really broke my wrist.
Right.
Oh, it's quite a tough game, But everybody said that, oh, you're a dancer, you can just get it like that, but it's not all that easy. Certain things are, are common, the rhythm, the concentration and the timing, of course, all that is there. But everything has its difference, and I miss golf terribly because I'm into so much of research into my, I try to bring in these rare forgotten dance forms which used to be performed in the temples in the ancient times. And I try this, it's quite tough trying to get into these old manuscripts or trying to get the people who used to be doing that, and now it's all, trying to put them all together and then, work on those such beautiful, what music of excellence, I tell you. And like dance was made for music and music was made for dance. It's that kind of a thing. So I keep working on that, and then I make my presentation. So that takes a lot of time.
Right. So you believe that it's very important to have this legacy, to leave this legacy of what you're doing right now.
Yeah, I think so, because I've already made quite a few DVDs so that it can help, all compiled from my live performances. And so that, there are so many who would like to see, I mean, those who cannot watch me on the stage, at least they can see my performances from the DVDs.
And in any case, anything of excellence, I think, needs to be preserved, and I think that's really important. How about imparting of your expertise and your art form to other people, to younger dancers? How do you see this going forward?
Well, I used to run my school at one point of time, but then I found it very difficult to keep the school going, because then when I started teaching, then I would totally get lost. Because for me it is one thing at a time, I can't sort of do too many things. So I would totally get lost and then just get glued to my class and then not know the hours, till my my students would start saying what's happened to the teacher, Guruji, what's happened. They used to call me Didi, and so then I would realize, my God, it's taken just a few hours and hours.
So you found it too time consuming, really?
Because you see, if you strive for some kind of a perfection, nobody can be perfect, but at least one can try. So that is why I always try to reach somewhere to make myself, to carve a niche for myself, and whatever I do, whatever I present, so that there is, when they know, when Vijayanthi is dancing, they know what they come to watch, they know what they come to see.
Right.
So that kind of a image, it doesn't come easily, it's not just given to you, so one has to earn it, and I think you earn it the very hard way.
Right. Well, a perfect dancer and absolutely my perfect guest. It's been a pure joy for us. Thank you, Mrs.
I'm so
Bali.
happy, Jenny.
Thank you very much indeed for your time.
Thank you.
Well, that's all we have time for here on We Connect, and we do hope that you've enjoyed watching and listening to Padma Shri Dr. Vijayanthi Bali. It's been our pleasure to be with you and to have you on our program. So you just keep watching us, We Connect, on NDTV Hindu. And until the next time, you take care and bye for now.